Imagine a world map spread out before you. The continents, the countries, the oceans, they all form a complex mosaic of cultures, stories, and histories. Now, let your eyes wander to the Eastern Mediterranean region. There, nestled between Syria and Israel, is a small yet remarkable country, Lebanon. A 3D animation emerges from the flat map, bringing the country to life. Its topography is diverse, a blend of coastal landscapes, mountain ranges, and fertile valleys. The cities, each with its distinct charm, sparkle like jewels embedded in this tapestry of terrains. Beirut, the capital, radiates with energy, an amalgamation of the old and the new. The ruins of Byblos tell tales of ancient civilizations, while the vibrant nightlife of Jounieh showcases the resilience of the Lebanese spirit. This is Lebanon, a gem amidst turmoil, a country that despite its size has a deep impact on the global stage. But beneath this vibrant facade lies a labyrinth of issues, a crisis that has gripped the nation and its people. As we journey into the heart of this crisis, remember this image of Lebanon, a symbol of beauty, resilience, and hope amidst adversity. Did you know that Lebanon, once hailed as the Switzerland of the East, is now embroiled in one of the most severe financial crises worldwide? This scenic nation, renowned for its rich history and vibrant culture, is now navigating a labyrinth of economic challenges. The statistics are indeed alarming. The debt-to-GDP ratio of Lebanon has skyrocketed, exceeding a staggering 170%, placing it amongst the highest globally. The Lebanese pound, once a symbol of stability, has plummeted, losing over 90% of its value against the dollar. Inflation rates have soared into the stratosphere, and unemployment rates have followed suit. These aren't just numbers, they're real-life indicators of a nation in distress, where everyday people grapple with the harsh realities of economic instability. Clearly, these figures reflect a nation in dire straits. As we delve further into the labyrinth, what we unveil may be grim, but it is our reality to face and hopefully overcome. Now, one may wonder, how did Lebanon find itself in such an economic quagmire? The descent into crisis was not an overnight plunge, but rather a gradual sinking, a slow-motion collapse into the abyss. The roots of Lebanon's financial crisis can be traced back to a potent mix of political instability, corruption, and unsustainable fiscal policies. For years, the Lebanese government has grappled with political gridlock and factional disputes, hampering its ability to enact meaningful economic reforms. The seeds of instability were sown, and over time, they grew into a towering tree of turmoil. Corruption, like a silent thief in the night, has been gnawing at the country's economy. It has seeped into every nook and cranny of Lebanon's institutions, eroding public trust and draining the state's coffers. From high-ranking officials to local functionaries, corruption has cast a long, dark shadow over Lebanon's economic landscape. Unsustainable fiscal policies have also played a critical role in Lebanon's economic downfall. An addiction to borrowing has led to a debt-to-GDP ratio that giddily spirals over 170%. This massive debt burden, coupled with a lack of fiscal discipline, has put the Lebanese economy on a perilous path. And then, as if the economic situation wasn't dire enough, came the devastating blow of the Beirut port explosion in 2020. One of the largest non-nuclear explosions in history, it not only caused widespread destruction and loss of life, but also dealt a crippling blow to Lebanon's already strained economy. The damages ran into billions, further deepening the country's financial woes. Indeed, a series of unfortunate events and poor decisions have led to Lebanon's current predicament. The country, once a beacon of prosperity in the Middle East, now finds itself in the throes of an unprecedented financial crisis. Yet, despite the grim situation, the Lebanese people continue to stand tall, their spirit unbroken, their determination undeterred. They are the true heroes of this story, their resilience a beacon of hope in these trying times. In response to the crisis, the people of Lebanon have not remained silent. Their voices, loud and clear, echo through the streets, reverberating off the walls of government buildings and corporate towers. They cry out for justice, for accountability, for an end to the rampant corruption that has crippled their economy. Their demands are simple: transparency, fiscal responsibility, and a government that genuinely cares about the welfare of its people. Yet in the face of such adversity, their spirit remains unbroken, their resilience inspiring. They stand united, a human tapestry of strength and determination, undeterred by the harsh economic conditions. Their protests, a testament to their tenacity, serve as a powerful reminder of the collective strength of the people when they rally together for change. Their courage is a beacon of hope in these troubled times. It illuminates the path towards a brighter future, a Lebanon reborn from the ashes of its financial crisis. To fully comprehend the crisis, we need to take a step back and look at the timeline of events. Our journey begins in the early 2000s. Lebanon, a country once brimming with economic potential, begins to show signs of strain. The government, heavily reliant on foreign aid and loans, starts to accumulate substantial debt. Fast forward to the late 2000s. The global financial crisis strikes, and Lebanon is not spared. The country's economic growth slows dramatically, and the government's debt continues to balloon. Despite this, the state continues its heavy borrowing, digging the country deeper into a financial hole. As we move into the next decade, we see a series of failed attempts at economic reform. In 2010, the government introduces austerity measures in a bid to reduce public debt. However, these measures are met with widespread public discontent, leading to mass protests and strikes. The plans are eventually abandoned, and the country's economic situation continues to deteriorate. By 2017, the government's debt-to-GDP ratio has reached a staggering 150%, among the highest in the world. The Lebanese pound begins to lose value rapidly, and inflation starts to rise. The situation reaches a breaking point in 2020. The explosion at the Beirut port causes catastrophic damage, costing the country billions and exacerbating the already dire economic situation. This tragedy triggers widespread protests and civil unrest, with the Lebanese people demanding change and accountability. Despite the chaos and despair, the timeline of Lebanon's financial collapse offers valuable lessons. It highlights the dangers of economic mismanagement, the importance of financial accountability, and the consequences of ignoring public discontent. This timeline paints a grim picture of a country spiraling into financial chaos. But it also serves as a reminder that change is possible, and that with the right measures and strong leadership, Lebanon can navigate its way out of this labyrinth of financial despair. However, even in the darkest of times, rays of hope emerge. In the midst of Lebanon's financial crisis, lifelines have been thrown from international organizations and generous donor countries. These entities have pledged their support, offering crucial assistance to stabilize the country's teetering economy and lay the groundwork for recovery. But support from abroad is just one piece of the puzzle. The experts we've spoken to shed light on other potential solutions. They emphasize the importance of structural reforms, a reimagining and rebuilding of Lebanon's economic systems from the ground up. This includes initiatives like debt restructuring, which could alleviate some of the country's financial pressures. Furthermore, our experts pointed out that a diversified economy could be a game changer for Lebanon. By expanding beyond traditional sectors and tapping into new industries, the country could stimulate growth and create much-needed jobs. But perhaps the most potent solution lies not in economic strategies, but in the people of Lebanon themselves. Our experts stressed the need to rebuild trust in the nation's institutions. Transparency, accountability, and a commitment to good governance can restore faith in Lebanon's future and foster a sense of national unity. This brings us back to the people on the streets, those who have shown their resilience and determination in the face of adversity. They are the ones who will ultimately navigate Lebanon out of this labyrinth. Their voices, their demands for change, their unwavering hope, these are the forces that can transform a nation. The road to recovery may be long and fraught with challenges, but with resilience and innovation, Lebanon can navigate its way out of this labyrinth. It's a journey that will require collective effort, courage, and a shared vision for a brighter future. As we wrap up our exploration of Lebanon's financial crisis, remember that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Stay tuned for more insightful content and remember to subscribe for the latest updates. Until next time, take care.